Hello again. This is going to be a continuation of the Surge project I've been working on. And in this video, I'm going to see if I can get the rig to actually move forwards and backwards on its own with everything working. I did a preliminary test last night and it was looking good, but the issue again was with these gears and the sensor. Just wasn't quite getting enough rotation out of the sensor, so I 3D printed a new gear, which is this guy here. And so this was the size of the old gear, and then this is the new gear that I'm going to try tonight. So it's a little bit smaller, so I'm going to change the ratio and see if I can get a little bit more movement out of the Hall sensor. I also redesigned and reprinted these brackets for the gear rack. And the reason I did that was because these quarter 20 bolts, when they slide in, on the old design, they could turn like that, and it was hard to get to when you were trying to put the nut on the other side, and you had to get like a little pair of needle nose pliers in here to hold this from spinning. So on this design, they drop in this groove, and that holds the head of the bolt, so you can tighten the nut on the back side. So I'm going to put these new parts on, get the box hooked up. Look how the graph moves on the SMC3 app, and see if we can get a little bit more movement out of the sensor without overdoing it. So let's try that out now. Alright, I've got the new gear installed with these new brackets here. And I intentionally left this middle one undone because I wanted to center the sensor gear. And what I've done is I've marked with a Sharpie, I've marked the exact center point of the surge, and then with this bolt being out, I'm able to lift the rack up slightly and rotate the gear, skip a couple of teeth in one direction or another until I find the center point on the SMC3 app. So the green line is the sensor line, and then actually you can't really see it right now, but there's a blue line right on top or right underneath the green line, and that's the center point. So I'll move the rig forward and backward, and you'll be able to see that line move. So now that I know I have it centered, I'll go ahead and put the last bolt in there, and then we'll hook up the motor. Okay, the last bolt is in, and I've got the lash and the gear set so that I just have ever so slight amount of rock in the gear. Okay, moment of truth. I'm going to start a sine wave. Now I'll do a manual control. And now we'll try out the motion, random motion. I put it back to sine wave, and I'll do a couple close-up shots. Okay, so I would say success. It's working well, and I'm happy with the amount of rotation I'm getting out of the sensor. I set my clip values so that it would go like 98% of the full travel, and then it would hit the clip sensor, the clip line on the SMC3 app. So yeah, now I basically just have to clean up the wires and get everything situated, and I can actually take the rig for a little bit of a test drive. So it's been a long process, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. So that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys are enjoying these little sort of vlogs or whatever you want to call them. But at any rate, I'm happy. So I hope to see you guys in the next video. Cheers.